A salad.
All right, what's going on, everybody out there in Facebook land? All right, tonight we're gonna do the Moon Knight. He's got a Disney Plus series coming out, I believe, next year. I did that poll the other day. Moon Knight got a lot of love. What up, Foo? What up, Scotty? What up, Ray? He got a lot of love. He barely lost out to Ghost Rider, who I drew last night. So tonight, because I do like Moon Knight, I'm a fan. Not a super fan, not like I am with like Batman or Daredevil, but I'm a casual fan. I did enjoy. I think he had a run in like the late '90s with Stephen Platt drawing, and then crap. There's another artist that drew the crap out of him too that I really enjoyed. I can't remember. It's gonna drive me nuts. I can't remember this artist's name. But Moon Knight's had a lot of good artists attached to him. For those who don't know who Moon Knight is, his real name is Mark Spector. He was a former boxer, Marine, CIA operative, mercenary. Found himself near death after being betrayed by his employer. And then he stumbled upon this archaeological dig. Or dig, not gig. I mean, it was a gig, but for a dig. They intended to loot it for profit, So in his betrayal, he was mortally wounded and was approached by an Egyptian moon god, Khonshu. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Khonshu, and became Moon Knight. He was created by Doug Moench and Don Perlin. And his first appearance was Werewolf by Night number 32, which came out in August of 1975. So those are little snippets of Moon Knight facts. He was an Avenger. He was a West Coast Avenger. And now he's going to get his own series with Oscar Isaac, who I'm a fan of his work. So this should be pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's get some ideas for some poses. For some let me turn comments on real quick. So. Going. All right, cool. Scotty's been collecting the tears of liberals that happens, especially on Facebook land. I try and keep the drawing stuff somewhat apolitical, as in no politics at all. But can you guys see that? Am I good? All right, cool. All right, so let's get some Moon Knight going on here. So cool Moon Knight poses. Let's see here. All right. I think I got some. Actually, I don't. I had it for a second. Do you mean Bill Sinswick? Actually, he's not listed as a creator. A lot of people that kind of added to it too. I thought Steve Ditko was one for a bit. Apparently, he was not either. But those are the two credited creators, Doug Moench and Don Perlin. So let's see here. Let's get some Moon Knight action here. A little bit of Moon Knight. I meant as one of the artists. Oh, artists, yeah. I mean, there's been a slew of artists. Sinswick is one of them. That's not the one I was thinking of, though. Oh, my Lord. Why is this name driving me crazy? He's... No, it's not Tony Daniel. Maybe it is Tony Daniel. Could be Tony Daniel. No, that's not it either. Man, it's going to drive me nuts. I'm getting so bad with names now. It's definitely... I'm I'm accrediting it to old age. I'm 43 years old now and having trouble remembering stuff. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Who else is? Anyone else saying anything? Hey, Top, what's going on? Try not to keep you up too late if you have to get up early in the morning again. So. I know Steve Platt did a lot of stuff. Remember the time I wrote this awesome panel and you drew a panel damn near the same as what Tony Daniel was doing in Batman? Yeah, what was that? I think you showed it to me like right after. No, that's not where his shoulder. Oh, maybe that is where his shoulder's going. I don't know. I don't know. That was in War Drums. Which panel was it? You remember what page? Tony Daniel. Tony Daniel. So why the Super Trooper stash? I don't know. It kind of started off as a joke, and now I'm kind of like liking it. So I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. Really, what had happened was, so this Delta variant comes out. Of course, my agency is very reactive to stuff. So they're like, well, you guys got to start wearing your masks again indoors, and if you're not vaccinated, then you got to shave off. I had a full beard going on. Oh yeah, that last page. I had a full beard going on at the time, and they're like, no, you got to shave it to like a circle beard or a goatee, so it'll fit inside the N95 mask. And I was like, all right, cool. Actually, they didn't put that guidance out anyway. They said originally, like, you gotta shave off if you have a full beard, you gotta shave it off now, or shave it to a circle beard so it can fit the N95. And we're like, okay, whatever. And then I guess the union got involved shortly after, and they're like, hey, man, what about the vaccinated? And they're like, oh, okay, well, change, 222 for the day. If you're vaccinated, then you don't have to, you can keep a full beard. By that time, I already shaved off. And then, I don't know. I got bored with the mustache or with the goatee, and then went for the mustache as like a joke. And then I was just like, my crew dug it, and my boss dug it. They're like, oh, you totally got to keep that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I'll keep it then. So, yeah, last page. Are you looking forward to this series on Disney Plus? Yeah, I am. I am looking forward to this series on Disney Plus. Disney's been, at least in my opinion, been knocking out these shows. Home runs, almost all of them. WandaVision, kind of a slow burn, but it was entertaining, and it was their first one out the gate. Loki, I dug. I liked how it was kind of like a redemption tale. For Loki, I'm curious to see where that series is going to go. Falcon and Winter Soldier, and that was just awesome. I enjoyed it. So we're going to do kind of this force perspective. See how this turns out. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was all trial and error putting this bad boy together, but let's see here. It's all trial and error. All trial and error. Setting it up, seeing what works. I used to have just like a one camera setup that just faced the drawing table, and then I was like, okay, I wonder if I could set up two cameras, because I saw a lot of the other artists how their setups are, and they had like a dual camera setup, and I thought that was really cool. And I was using this program called OBS, which was working for me for a while. You had to like pay extra to get it on Facebook. It was like ridiculous. Send a message or that pickup you. Fuck off. Yeah, I switched over and checked it out real quick. So we're talking Moon Knight. It's more Moon Knight. It's not Tony Daniel that used to draw him. Finch. God, how could I forget that? Finch used to draw some Moon Knight too, and his stuff was awesome. And who doesn't love some David Finch there?
Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Doing good. We're talking some Moon Knight. Yeah, Dave Finch. Like, I'm friends with him and his wife on Facebook. And I'm like, if you watch this, Dave, Meredith, I'm sorry. I'm getting older and my memory's not what it used to be. So, can you guys see this? Yeah, okay. So you're seeing my frame here as I'm walking through it. Yeah, I'm excited about the series. I really want them to bring back Daredevil and Punisher from Netflix. I think that would be awesome. But that's probably a pipe dream that's never going to happen unless they throw them in the movies somewhere. But hey, baby. So we're talking about Moon Knight. What do you know about Moon Knight, honey?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. All right.
I know I bought Caden the Marvel Legend. And
Yep.
he has really cool little moon things that fly out of his
Yeah, he's got his little
like
moon-shaped boomerang thing, so that's gonna be cool. Some of you might know there was a leaked image. I don't know how valid it is. I don't know if there's any validity to that inked image. Someone said that it came off the director's Instagram page, so of course I went to the director's Instagram page. It wasn't on there, so it looks a little different than with the MCU style-wise has for a lot of their characters. So, anybody else commenting?
Scotty said you should take a stab at Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. I should. I like Dr. Fate. I like Dr. Fate also.
I could grab the Marvel book and read what they say about Moon Knight.
If you want to.
It'll give us the.
Because after
up.
this, I'm going to send this recording to our friends at the Blasters and Blades podcast, to which, when my schedule isn't so erratic, I'm a co-host on with Doc and JR, and we talk about all things sci-fi and fantasy. So I really should have downloaded a reference picture of them, but
I have an encyclopedia.
We got the Marvel Encyclopedia here. This is where we're going to tell you what Marvel has to say about Mark Spector, the Moon Knight.
I gotta get to the right page.
You got to get to the right page. The right page is important. You gotta pay attention. It matters, right, Scotty? You gotta pay attention. Pay actual attention because it matters. So this is probably just the easiest way to do it. Right there.
Right.
Crescent.
Are we ready?
Crescent. Yeah, we ready. We ready. We're ready. Okay, here's what the Marvel Encyclopedia has to say. Take it away, honey.
Fact file. Real name, Mark Spector.
Mark Spector. Pay actual attention. Yeah.
Occupation, millionaire playboy, and taxi driver.
He's definitely Marvel's Batman with some other elements thrown in there. That's for
Bay
sure.
City, New York City.
Woot woot. Actually, I don't like where that buckle is placed.
He is 6'2"
Big boy.
and 225
Big boy.
pounds.
It's a big boy.
He's
big
got brown eyes and brown hair. And his first appearance was Werewolf by Night, Volume 1,
Number 32.
Number 32.
August of 1975. Oh, yeah, I forgot they put these things on there. I'm drawing an older version of him. I know he's wearing that like black and white armored suit, and that's fine. It's just not what I'm going to do today.
And he has power.
He does have powers. What are his powers, honey?
His strength waxes and wanes with the moon.
The phases of the moon. I remember that part.
He
Yeah.
bears weapons given to him by the Egyptian god. I cannot say that.
Khonshu.
Thank you.
Khonshu.
Scarab throwing darts, a golden.
I need a scarab throwing dart. That sounds cool as hell.
How do you say it? Ankh.
Unk.
A golden ankh
A golden unk.
that glows with danger.
An ankh is one of these things right here.
Oh, okay.
And usually find them on cartouches or things like that. It's your party and you can cry. I mean, draw what you want to. Well, I'm going to draw Mark Spector, but I want to see Mark Spector.
Okay, so in
And,
full disclosure, I'm dyslexic, so me reading the book is actually really funny because I will stop him and make him answer words for me.
Yeah.
And
she's not dumb or anything.
Nope, I'm not.
Even though she married me, you might think that she might be a little dumb. She's not.
I'm not
She's
dumb.
not. She's a very intelligent lady. She's just dyslexic.
I'm just dyslexic and certain words get me. But Scotty, it is not his party. It is my party.
Oh yeah, it's Marissa's birthday today. She turned a lovely 23 years old. 24 years old. 34?
I'm 34.
34 years old. Probably because you look like you're 24. So,
It depends on the day. So I can mix anywhere from just the first letter of several words to completely screwing up basic words. Perfect example. What was I trying to say earlier?
Unk?
No, earlier. It was a really simple word. It's like familiarity. Thank you. I could not get that word out for the life of me. I can read it. I can hear it properly in my brain, but I cannot get it to come out properly. Thank you, you guys. His birthday was the 1st. Today is mine, and next week,
The 23rd is our
the 23rd
anniversary.
is our wedding anniversary.
It'll be 1 year.
Yay!
So far, we've made it. Do, 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 do. Right.
So yeah, I'm far from dumb. I'm actually really smart. I struggle with certain words from time to time. It took them a long time to figure out that I was dyslexic because I was born with a seizure disorder. So they kind of just blamed all my learning issues on that.
Just dropped it all in the same bucket.
Late 80s, early 90s. Oh, she doesn't understand math because of her because of her seizures.
Checks notes because of the seizures.
She has trouble saying certain words because of her seizures, because the medicine is blocking that portion of her brain. Turns out, words just get mixed up. And I love to read. I can kill pretty big books pretty quickly. It's just
I'm pretty dumb.
trying to
I
say
don't
them out
read a whole
loud.
lot.
And everybody always thought that I was.
I used to be well read, and then I joined the infantry, and they handed me a box of crayons and some colored pencils and a pop-up book that I found very entertaining.
You're full of it.
And
Very smart, love. No,
there I am fishing for compliments again.
They blamed a lot of it on my seizures, and it turned out that it wasn't. It wasn't. And I can read a book to myself. I can, explain things to other people. But
Sometimes it takes a long time for her to get words out too. You notice that because her brain is trying to process stuff.
I was never good at public speaking, and they always told me it was a fear, and it turns out I just couldn't get my words out.
It's Scotty, it's Mouse, it's me, it's I think Ray's still watching, Janine's watching. It's not really public. How does it affect your art? My art or her art, Scotty? Me being dumb doesn't affect my art at all. I just go into my happy place and I just draw whatever pretty pictures are in my brain.
No, there's no Democrats in our house, Scotty. No.
Well, I guess the kid kind of is, but most kids are because they want everything for free. But I'm trying not to alienate the audience. If you're a Democrat, that's fine. Just keep to yourself.
Does your wife use a clear color overlay when she reads?
That work?
No.
What up, Jeff? Oh, her art. Oh, okay.
I mean, I can read just fine. It's actually saying some of the words out loud. Like, the letters get jumbled and they don't make any sense, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me. Where'd my eraser go?
And then words that are just like really weirdly spelled really throw me for a loop. And there's extra letters.
Oh well, I had a cool eraser. I don't know where it went. But.
How does it affect her art? It doesn't really affect my art actually. Like I'm a painter. I'm the painter. If he puts a pencil in my hand, it's gonna be gibberish.
Like putting a paintbrush in my hand.
But if you put a paintbrush in my hand, I'm solid. Did you post up the? Did you post up the
No, because it was 8 o'clock. I had to jump right on here.
Gotcha.
But I'll post it. She just finished coloring the Ghost Rider piece I did yesterday.
I did.
It's got a 90s vibe to it.
I colored Ghost Rider from last night, so he'll post that up, and you can definitely take a look at that.
Harsh, strict criticism, like you're in art school, guys. I mean, really let her have it.
Because he's biased and he won't tell me if it's horrible.
It's not horrible. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really struggle with reading. I like if I'm reading, especially in my head, because I was in the hospital a lot as a kid, while they were still trying to figure out which seizure meds would work for me. I would read a lot, so I was always way ahead of the game on reading. It's the speaking that I struggle with. I say a lot.
One of those verbal pauses.
And I've actually been denied promotions because I say too much.
Really? That's rude.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't say retarded, but that's.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
A couple.
Can you say dumb? Can you still say dumb? I don't know if you can say dumb anymore.
You can't say it at school, apparently. But yeah, I don't have trouble reading. It's speaking more that's my issue.
Speaking.
Speaking.
Jeff, me and the wife are doing fine.
I'm pretty good at remembering.
God bless you,
concepts.
Meryl. My dog just sneezed and it was really loud.
I don't really struggle with even remembering it. It's really just the struggle of trying to get words out. Perfect example, trying to read the book here, and I saw, the Egyptian god's name, and he has a K and an H and an O and an N, and I'm sitting there looking at this like, how am I supposed to pronounce this? Because there's too many extra letters.
Luckily, I've seen enough Marvel cartoons where Moon Knight has popped up, and I knew to say it. So.
Not gonna even lie, Nick has told me how to say your name a few times, and I can't say yours either.
Mousa? Who's talking to?
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Mousa?
Mousa?
Oh, okay.
M-O-U-S-A?
I didn't want to say it wrong. That would be rude. We're good.
Why do you say it like that?
Because we are good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a tone. There was a tone there, like maybe.
We played Hunt a Killer last night.
Oh yeah, that was so awesome.
That was really
okay.
Fun.
So people that are watching me live and people that are probably going to watch this later on, and if JR uses this on the Blaster and Blades podcast, it's not really sci-fi, but you did kind of feel like Batman. At least I did. Maybe a young Jim Gordon. I don't know. But it was an awesome game.
Your get up gave me more.
Oh yeah, I had to get dressed up for it.
Batman, more Gordon.
I wore the Scully cap. I had this pipe.
We have pictures. We'll post them up.
There's pictures. It took us about an hour and a half to solve it. It was really cool. Need a custom detective Gonzo, all Jackson signed. I want to hang it in my office. As soon as I'm done with this, you want me to give you a call fee or what? We'll talk about it. Felix Gonzalez. For those of you avid Phantom Hawk readers, you might remember him as Detective Gonzo, who's partnered with Detective Downs, and they are the Crestview City PD's finest on the Phantom Hawk task force, and also one of Phantom Hawk's biggest allies.
Apparently, we're awesome.
Are we?
That's what we're being told.
Who said that?
Juan.
Juan?
Yeah.
Juan who?
Juan Cano.
Oh, he's watching on the other page because it's streaming on like 3 different pages. I really should probably just not.
His name I know because that's how my middle name starts. Ha!
Juanin.
My buddies call me Moses. Does that mean that I'm
Moses? Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm a buddy if I get to call you Moses? Does that make me buddy status?
Totally buddy status.
People get a kick out of Ranger Nick and Mrs. Stabby Stabby.
Oh yeah. On the Blaster and Blades podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pimping that.
Apparently, we're funnier when we're together, which is funny.
You're funny.
All right, let's see what this book says about Moon Knight. We got distracted.
No, you got distracted.
You started it.
How did I start it?
Because I couldn't say the word.
Oh. I mean, I guess that's
fair.
Whatever.
Yeah. Aw, hun. I made buddy status.
Who said that?
Moses.
Buddy status?
I made buddy status.
All right. You didn't even have to go to war with him. Lucky.
I married you.
Okay, cool.
And I'm cooler than the last one, so.
We never know who's watching, honey.
Sorry.
Mm.
I apologize.
Try not to.
I didn't realize we were streaming like that.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's public.
Gotcha. I take it back. Anyways, so.
Anywho. Lord, I apologize.
I thought we were on the more private side of things, but never mind.
No, I do these public. It's coming out more Skeletor than Moon Knight, but I'm going to keep going with it. Hey, brother from another mother. I have to put the little one to bed. I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, brother. You have a good night. Say hi to the fam for me. All right.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
No, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just relaying what I have been told. I would never want to hurt anybody's feelings. Unless you come at me sideways, and that's a whole other thing, and then I get vicious,
and feelings get hurt.
Feelings get hurt, and it's not going to be mine.
Oof. Oof. Yeah.
See? Juan thinks I'm cool. Anyways, let's see what they say about Moon Knight in the Marvel Encyclopedia. He says, a mercenary left for dead in the Egyptian desert, Mark Spector was found by followers of the Egyptian god. You get to say.
Khonshu.
Thank you.
Khonshu.
They carried Spector to their temple and presented him to their god, who saved his life. At the time, bestowing upon him superhuman powers, reunion.
I'm not laughing, Eddie.
Yes, you are.
I'm laughing a little bit. Okay.
Returning to the U.S. with a statue of Khonshu, Mark adopted the role of crime fighter, calling himself the Moon Knight, and assuming two more alter egos, those of millionaire Stephen Grant and taxi driver Jake Lockley.
Man, where's it?
Aided
this guy has way too much time on his hand. He gets to have like 3 personas. 4 personas. I have trouble managing the one that I have. This dude's all over like, oh, okay, I'm a cab driver, I'm a vigilante, millionaire, philanthropist, mercenary.
Aided by his pilot friend Frenchie and his lover Marlene.
Oh.
I can't say her last name. Alrune?
Okay.
A-L.
I have no idea.
A-L-R.
We're just going to go with it.
A-U-N-E. Mark fought crime for many years, battling against Midnight Man and Black Spectre.
Black Spectre.
And alongside Spider-Man and the Punisher.
Yep.
But the
dude's been around.
But the strain of keeping up with his various identities caught up with Mark. Eventually, exhaustion set in, and he was persuaded to retire his alter egos and sell the Khonshu statue.
That works.
In his struggles against the more nefarious denizens of New York, Moon Knight is partnered by his lover, Marlene, and his good friend, Frenchie.
His hand's looking a little weird, but
I do like when they do
throw
those
shadows in there.
Inserts of some of the comics.
Yeah, those are cool.
Who else should we look up?
Well, I don't know.
Put it up for vote.
Put it up for vote. There's like 2 people watching.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
How's that your fault? It's a Monday night. Oh, I doubt that cost me the audience. Could be that it's Monday night and people have like normal jobs, or they're retired.
Maybe they're just tired.
Maybe they're just tired of hearing me yak.
Or me stutter.
Could be. Probably not that, but
that's okay.
Finally out of jail, I see, said by my good friend Craig. What up, Craig?
Welcome to the shit show.
About 60 days, I'll probably be back in the Facebook pokey.
I don't know. You were doing a pretty good job of trying to poke the bear today.
Yeah. Thought I heard at least a few feelings, but maybe not.
I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, I've only gotten 1 Facebook ban. ever.
I think that was because of me.
No, I sent you.
They're like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna go after him.
No, I sent you a picture, and so they went after me. I sent you the picture of that kid.
Kenosha Cat.
Yep. My bad.
My bad. I think my next live stream, I'm gonna do a redesign of a character.
You should do Region.
A lot of people ask that too. They're like, hey, I want to see a Nick Garber original. I'm like, all right.
I don't think you've done Regent in pencil yet.
No, I've only done her in the, well, I mean, other than War Drums. But that is not her current look, persona look.
She changed a little bit.
Little bit.
Little bits.
I don't know how I feel about this forced perspective here, but
If you're still with us, let us know. I'm not sure who's watching anymore.
I feel like we're doing a seance.
I know, right?
Spirits around, mostly unseen. Make your presence known with this tambourine.
I want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, I need money for that.
I miss it.
This looks horrible. Horrible. I'm trying to do this forced perspective thing, and it's looking like complete butt. Of all the poses I could have picked, I picked this one that I'm not all that confident in, but hey, whatever. We'll try and make it work.
Moses is still with us.
Heck yeah, he is.
All right.
What's he doing? Watching TV?
He's supposed to be turning off his light and going to bed. Didn't Ray want to see you drawing him? Where's Ray?
Oh, he's probably around. I don't like that. Like it starts off good and then it just, I don't know what the hell happened.
The camera's above his head, looking down at him.
Does it look like it's doing that? All right.
You gotta put something behind him that puts him in perspective. Right now, he's just on a blank piece of paper.
All right, hold on. Hopefully you guys aren't getting motion sickness here. Okay, now that I've done that, you guys have seen way too much of my armpit.
At least it's a clean armpit.
I mean, for a guy, yeah.
We took a shower when we got back from the beach.
Yeah. But you got to. You have all that sand on you.
Read the early series before it was popular. Red.
Oh, Moon Knight? Yeah.
Something wrong with me. I'm broken.
No, just dyslexic. That's okay.
Yep. See? There went your ball, Meryl. You better ask your father.
Where'd it go?
To your left. On the left.
Oh.
She went sliding with my rug.
She usually does that. Cause she goofy. She goofy dope.
Oof. So you walked out like right before the crazy started happening in Ruins.
Yeah. Did you finish it?
I paused it finally, but like I'm basically at the end.
All right.
I need a Dramamine now.
Sorry. My bad.
So, how many people that are with us right now actually enjoy horror movies? I need to see where our audience sits. It depends on what, Moses.
Salazar on there?
Did I not? Did I miss that somewhere?
I don't know.
No,
Craig was like, "What's up, Sal?" And I was like,
I don't.
"The only others, I mean, I know a few Sals, but the one that would mostly pop up on here would be Gerald. Grape nuts.
I don't see it, Sal. Am I missing something?
I don't know. Sometimes when you're watching, I'll tell you who else is watching with you, and like it won't show, but it won't show me who's popped on.
Oh, kind of like when I go live.
Yeah, people just sneak on in.
So we decided we were going to start our Halloween horror list early. Normally, we start our horror movies. We start on. I mean, we watch them all year, but we start our list on October 1st, and we see how many horror movies we can watch between October 1st and October 31st.
Oh, he hopped on and then hopped back off. What a goober! Gotta stop on, buddy.
But we decided to start our list a little early because we have been watching a lot of horror movies today.
Oh yeah.
So a friend of mine.
Chucky's okay. Okay.
I can get down with Chucky, but like only like the first 2 or 3 of them because then it starts getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Once 2 dolls started having children, I kind of was like, what
Yeah, like I'm gonna peace out on this.
on earth is
I
happening?
pulled a SpongeBob. I'm like, I'm gonna head out.
We started our list early, and one of my friends actually posted a list of movie titles that are supposed to be the best horror movies ever.
Most of which we already saw.
Most of which we already saw. We did watch Ruins tonight, but hashtag comma. I think we've already seen it, first of all.
I haven't. I would have remembered that because there was some really cool stuff
Really
going on there.
interesting movie. It's more psychological than horror, though, I think.
Well, then that would fall under psychological horror.
Until the end there. But I
No,
won't
don't
tell
spoil
you.
it for me
I'm
because I
not
didn't
gonna
see it.
spoil it for you.
I know. I'm just warning you. Just please don't. Please don't spoil it for me.
It's not really that scary. If you're not into scary movies, you could actually watch Ruins. That one you could get away with.
It'd be all right. Yeah.
There is a little bit of blood in it.
There's blood in it. There's an amputation scene that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and another one that I can't talk about because you missed it.
Yeah, I missed that one. So.
But there is blood in it, but it's not what you think it's gonna be. That's the whole point of that one, I think. Is you think it's gonna be one thing and it wound up being a completely different thing, which was actually pretty
Nice little surprise.
But I'm pretty sure that I've already seen it.
You probably have.
Well, I watch a lot of random movies.
Yeah, that's true.
What else was on our list? Do you remember?
I watched the fan film Jason Rising today. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Brought back a classic character that I thought had died, but it was nice to see that she hadn't. I would need an explanation though of how she survived her death in one of the earlier movies of the franchise. It's going ham right now. Going ham. I just noticed your porn stash. You just noticed it? Man. It's like front and center. I mean, I know I have some stubble going on here, but
It'll be gone tomorrow.
yeah, I gotta shave it off tomorrow.
It'll be gone tomorrow. All right, let's see. So the first one was The Ruins. The second one is called Unrest, which looks pretty wicked. Shudder, which we have seen.
Is that the one with the Jackson kid from Dawson's Creek?
Mm-hmm.
Frickin' Pacey?
Yep.
Okay.
The Possession Experiment looks pretty interesting,
I haven't seen that one. That one I think, just the name alone, I think I would remember that.
especially considering we did all those Possession movies last month.
Oh yeah, we were on a kick for a bit, weren't we?
We did like a whole week of Possession movies. Alone, Evil Dead, we've already seen.
Like all of them.
Yep. This one looks weird, but I don't think it's in English. I think it's in Russian. Kudyas.
Yeah, that sounds like a Russian flick. I'll have to invite my buddy Ski over to translate.
So this one right here, this one I've actually heard about, babe.
Which one?
2-bedroom, 1 bath.
I have not heard of that one.
So the reason I know about this one, so you know our lady that's like in all horror movies. Like I don't think she's been in anything real horror movies.
Mhm.
From Insidious.
The old lady?
The old lady.
I don't remember her name, but
I don't remember her name.
she's been in a lot of
Dee
stuff.
Wallace.
No. Dee Wallace was E.T.'s mom. She was also in The Howling.
She's also in this one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the old lady from
She's in it
Insidious.
too.
Oh, wow.
They're both in it.
What was it called?
It's called 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It
Yeah.
has Dee Wallace in it, but it also has that lady in it. I can never remember her name.
What was that one about?
I don't know. It just says evil lives here, and there's like a creepy doll and a dilapidated crib, and somebody standing outside the door.
All right.
It looks totally creepy. Apartment 1303. That one looks pretty.
Haven't seen that one yet.
Pretty. It's got Misha Barton in it
I'm in.
and Julianne Michelle.
All
Yeah.
right. You watched the movie where the liberals hunt? Oh, The Hunt? Yeah. That was awesome.
Which one was that one?
It's where that lady wakes up and she's kind of got like, it's like those, without getting political, it's like a bunch of like hoity-toity elitist liberals were joking around about hunting conservatives, and then all these people woke up in the middle of the field and they had to hunt, and they were getting hunted. And that chick, she fights what's her name?
We'll have to add it to our list.
Hillary Swank. Hillary Swank was in it. Big fight in the kitchen.
I
Two
might have
chicks.
seen it.
You were right next to me when I watched it, so
Okay, so then I probably did see it. But let's be honest. You watched Last Shift last night, and I didn't.
that's true.
I saw the ending of it because it did not capture my attention.
Figured it would have. That was right up our alley. It was jacked up.
This one says, "Be careful what you pray for."
Ooh.
From the producers that brought you The Conjuring and Annabelle comes The Crucifixion.
Okay, that's like a horrific way to die. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some stuff here.
No clues, no hope, no escape. Wake in fear.
I'm not going to ink this one tonight, but
Well, this says we have good chemistry.
we do. That's why we're married.
That's how it all happened. If he didn't tell you the story, our chemistry off the bat we just kind of clicked like immediately.
Be true.
And we actually were talking for quite a few weeks before we actually met in person. Like almost a month before we met in person, I think.
A couple of weeks.
It's like 3 weeks,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that. Steve said, "Ink it, damn it."
I'm not going to ink it. Got some other stuff I got to do, but I'm not going to film. I got to finish that dang movie. No, but I just want to do a quick Moon Knight right here. Hopefully I didn't use up all my creative juice on.
Whoever made this list says that The Human Centipede 2 is one of the best movies ever. Not gonna happen. I'm not watching it. Heck no. I won't do it.
The first one was freaking wild, man.
No, thank you. The Orphan, which we
That was-
watched.
Yeah.
The Turning, which I think we watched that one too.
Sounds familiar.
Firstborn looks creepy as all get out. Why is it always little girls in white dresses?
Oh, well,
The epitome of horror.
it's supposed to be like the visual reputation of like purity and innocence, especially when like little girls are wearing it, and that's why it was so prominent, like in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Oh,
All right, so that's my foreshortened Moon Knight. Now let me move this so you can see a little bit what's going on right there. Okay, and I put an onk behind him, for scale.
no, I'm not going to let you be a homeless person. You're going to be front row and center. I promise. It's going to happen.
Give me the role of homeless person.
It's not going to be a homeless person.
No, man.
It's not going to happen. That's not how we roll.
Nope, I'm going to give you the title role of one of my characters because I do have a character from your part of the world. So I'm going to have to hire you a trainer and get you all yoked out, and then we'll use.
So then what we do is we make a horror movie and we kill you in the first scene. Everybody
Oh, there you
remembers the first death.
If it's a good one.
We'd have to give them a good one. It would have to be a good one.
Total body dismemberment. Just crazy.
No, it's got to be one of those out of nowhere.
Never see it low like You're Next. The crossbow right through the. They're all at dinner and the crossbow goes right through the dude's forehead.
Or the
Through the
beginning
back.
of The Hills Have Eyes. The axe into the face.
Yeah. Nobody saw that coming.
I didn't even
Gonzo is a great trainer. He's really good.
But if I'm homeless, I can be in many movies.
Okay, so he's thinking long-term franchise. I got it.
So then we make you like Rando Soldier number 12. Wasn't he in the first one? I don't know. Maybe.
He probably was.
Maybe. I don't remember.
And he's been in plenty of gunfights, real world, so.
And then everybody will keep going back to IMDb to figure out who you were in the previous movie.
It's like this dude's been in like 9 movies and bit parts. I'm like,
How is he the only one that survives?
Focus. There we go. All right, cool. Sometimes it wants to go out of focus.
How on earth is he the only one that survives in every single movie? We have one movie where he hides inside a tree stump.
That's how I keep surviving these movies.
What was that show that we were watching? I need to see if the new season is coming out. Sweet Tooth?
Oh, that won't be out till next year.
That one was craziness. I love that. So, if you didn't know, I was actually born and raised in Las Vegas. I have a very weird mix of family, but somehow I know how the Air Force grandfather wound up in Vegas in 1960, because, there's an Air Force base there. But even my dad's father, who was Navy, wound up in Las Vegas, and my parents were born there. Then, I was born there. My son was born there. There was this homeless man. We all knew this homeless man. Like, all of us. Like, the city knew this guy. And nobody would really give him much money. They'd, go and grab him. He never really asked for money, actually. He asked for food. So people would just, run over to McDonald's and buy him a cheeseburger, whatever. So, as a child, I was curious as to how he became homeless. He used to be a lawyer. He was a lawyer, apparently a prominent one too. And when him and his wife wound up getting a divorce because his whole world was working, she took everything. House, car, kids, money, everything. And he decided that instead of fighting to rebuild his life, he was just gonna do whatever he wanted to do.
Works for me.
Whether he had money or not. And he wound up in Vegas and broke and homeless. And he lived on the street, and he actually wound up meeting the love of his life, who was also homeless.
Nice.
And they got married. And he was super happy with her. And they had like this awesome marriage, marriage that most people would dream about, except the fact that they were homeless. And they never really tried to not be homeless. And it came out later that when he passed away, and then his wife passed away, shortly after him,
His new wife.
Yeah, his new wife. They went almost hand in hand, like Johnny and June style.
Oh, well.
Like, he passed, and then a couple weeks later, she passed. And he actually had a will and testament. And all of his money that people donated to him while he was homeless was to be donated to build a new homeless shelter.
Oh, nice.
You know how much money he had in the bank?
Probably millions.
$3.8 million. Just from donations from people who knew him from being around the city over,
That's cray.
20 years, 30 years, however long they were out on the street. But I remember meeting him when I was like 7, and he died maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they had been homeless for quite a while, but he had that much money chilling in a bank account and still chose to be homeless because they were just okay with it, and they didn't want to use other people's money to do that. So the only time that they would ever touch any of the money is if they truly they haven't eaten, they were hungry. So they would only buy like super cheap food, like dollar menu.
Yeah, we should do that. Then we'd have $3 million.
Live on the street?
No. Just eat cheap shit.
Yeah, well, this is how people get fat. And I'm not trying to be mean.
What, eating soup?
No, think about it. You go to McDonald's and a cheeseburger is $1, but a salad is $10.
Yeah.
But yes, he donated all of his money that people donated to him, so him and his wife could get off the streets. Donated it all to for them to build a new homeless shelter, and they did. They did build a new homeless shelter, but then Katrina kind of messed that all up because.
Where was the homeless shelter built? In Louisiana?
No, it's downtown. But see, when Katrina happened, Las Vegas actually took in a lot of the people that no longer had homes.
Mm-hmm.
The hotels took them in. I think we had 2 or 3 hotels where they shut down entire towers.
Uh-huh.
They shut down entire towers in order to take in people that were displaced from Katrina. And so there was more homeless people. There was more homeless people than space.
All right.
That's why when you drive downtown, there's so many of them down there.
Well, I'm ready to sign off. And
You done?
Yeah, 9 o'clock almost.
I was talking to them while you drove.
Well, we're all wrapped up here. I hope you enjoyed the really quick moon nights. Actually, kind of growing on me. I'm not used to really drawing in that type of perspective, so I think I did okay. My next day's off for Thursday and Friday, so I'll be doing some live drawings then.
Once I clock it.
Once the wife clocks out, and we open up the office, so I'll clear and get cool again. But until next time, later. Could you hit the end broadcast button?
No.
Please.
Okay. Good night, everybody.